Okay, let's keep going. Well, that's a big safe door. Well, that is huge. So what you do in this one, right? So you place a portal here when you get to this room. You place a portal on the other side of this room. And you place it here again, right? So you got like, you can go through the rooms. So click here and then this one. And I'll open. Look how thick that is. It looks like there's absolutely nothing in there. Oh, it's just a small door. Look how small that door is, and it's just like such a huge safe. Oh, I like this. This is pretty cool. It's got like keep out. Wow, look how much there is. Whoa. Oh, that cord came off. It looks very dangerous. So you just place a portal through here. And then click this button. We'll get.
Welcome, gentlemen, to Amateur Science.
Oh, there's Cave Johnson.
Your heroes, Olympians, you're here because we want the best, and you are it. So, who is ready to make some science?
I am.
Now, you already met one another on the limo ride over,
No,
so
I
let
fell
me
down.
introduce myself. I'm
Whoa.
Cave Johnson. I own the place. That eager voice you heard is the lovely Carolyn, my assistant. Rest assured, she has transferred your honorarium to the charitable organization of your choice. Isn't that right, Carolyn?
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson.
She's the backbone of this facility. Pretty as a postcard, too. Sorry, fellas. She's married. To science.
And so you go through here and then at the end.
There's 1,000 tests performed every day here in our enrichment spheres.
1,000
I can't personally
tests?
oversee every one of them, so these pre-recorded messages will cover any questions you might have and respond to any incidents that may occur in the course of your science adventure.
You probably got
Your
stuck
test
at this
assignment will
level.
vary depending on the
This one's
manner in
pretty
which you have
hard.
bent the world to your will.
I like
Those of
how
you
they
helping us
made-
test the
made an
repulsion gel
elevator
today,
instead of
just follow the
taking
blue line on the
stairs.
floor. Those of you who volunteered to be injected with praying mantis DNA, I've got some good news and some bad news. Bad news is we're postponing those tests indefinitely. Good.
I'll be right back.
Better test for you. Fighting an army of mantis men. Pick up a rifle and follow the yellow line. You'll know when the test starts. If you've cut yourself at all in the course of these tests, you might have noticed that your blood is pure. If you need to go to the bathroom after this, just a heads up, we're going to have a superconductor turned up full blast and pointed at you for the duration of this next test. I'll be honest, we're throwing science at the wall here to see what sticks. No idea what it'll do. Probably nothing. Best case scenario, you might get some superpowers. Worst case, some tumors, which we'll cut out. They say great science is built on the shoulders of giants. Not here. At Aperture, we do all our science from scratch. No hand-holding. All right, let's get started. This first test involves something the lab boys call repulsion gel. You're not part of the control group, by the way. You get the gel. Last poor son of a gun got blue paint. All joking aside, that did happen. Broke every bone in his legs. Tragic, but informative. Or so I'm told. The lab boys just informed me that I should not have mentioned the control group. They're telling me I ought to stop making these pre-recorded messages. That gave me an idea. Make more pre-recorded messages. I pay the bills here, I can talk about the control group all damn day. For this next test, we put nanoparticles in the gel. In layman's terms, that's a billion little gizmos that are going to travel into your bloodstream and pump experimental genes and RNA molecules and so forth into your tumors. Now, maybe you don't have any tumors. Well, don't worry. If you sat on a folding chair in the lobby and weren't wearing lead underpants, we took care of that too. Oh, in case you got covered in that repulsion gel, here's some advice the lab boys gave me. Do not get covered in the repulsion gel. We haven't entirely nailed down what element it is yet, but I'll tell you this, it's a lively one, and it does not like the human skeleton. All these science spheres are made of asbestos, by the way. Keeps out the rats. Let us know if you feel a shortness of breath, a persistent dry cough, or your heart stopping, because that's not part of the test. That's asbestos. Good news is the lab boys say the symptoms of asbestos poisoning show a median latency of 44.6 years. So if you're 30 or older, you're laughing. Worst case scenario, you miss out on a few rounds of canasta. Plus, you forwarded the cause of science by 3 centuries. I punch those numbers into my calculator, it makes a happy face. Ha! I like your style. You make up your own rules, just like me. Bean Counter said I couldn't fire a man just for being in a wheelchair. Did it anyway. Ramps are expensive. up, that coffee we gave you earlier had fluorescent calcium in it so we can track the neuronal activity in your brain. There's a slight chance the calcium could harden and vitrify your frontal lobe. Anyway, don't stress yourself thinking about it. I'm serious. Visualizing the scenario while under stress actually triggers the reaction. Now, if you're part of control group Kepler-7, we implanted a tiny microchip about the size of a postcard into your skull. Most likely you forgot it's even there. But if it starts vibrating and beeping during this next test, let us know. Because that means it's about to hit 500 degrees, so we're going to need to go ahead and get that out of you pretty fast. Telling them, keep your pants on. All right, this next test may involve trace amounts of time travel. So, word of advice, if you meet yourself on the testing track, don't make eye contact. Lab boys tell me that'll wipe out time. Entirely. Forward and backward. So, do both of yourselves a favor and just let that handsome devil go about his business. If you're hearing this, it means you're taking a long time on the catwalks between tests. The lab boys say that might be a fear reaction. I'm no psychiatrist, but coming from a bunch of eggheads who wouldn't recognize the thrill of danger if it walked up and snapped their little pink bras, that sounds like projection. They didn't fly into space, storm a beach, or bring back the gold. No, sir, we did. It's you and me against the world, son. I like your grit. Hustle could use some work, though. Now let's solve this thing. Science isn't about why, it's about why not. Why is so much of our science dangerous? Why not marry safe science if you love it so much? In fact, why not invent a special safety door that won't hit you on the butt on the way out because you are fired? Now you test subject, you're doing fine. Yes, you, box your stuff. Out the front door, parking lot, car, goodbye. Congratulations! The simple fact that you're standing here listening to me means you've made a glorious contribution to science. As founder and CEO of Aperture Science, I thank you for your participation and hope we can count on you for another round of tests. We're not going to release this stuff into the wild until it's good and damn ready, so as long as you keep yourself in top physical form, there'll always be a limo waiting for you. Say goodbye, Carolyn.
Goodbye, Carolyn.
She is a gem. Greetings, friend. I'm Cave Johnson, CEO of Aperture Science. You might know us as a vital participant in the 1968 Senate hearings on missing astronauts. And you've most likely used one of the many products we invented, but that other people have somehow managed to steal from us. Black Mesa can eat my bankrupt...
Sir.
Oh, hi. Say, you're good at murder. Could you... Oh, thanks. Did you feel that? That idiot doesn't know what he's doing up there. This whole place is going to explode in a few hours if somebody doesn't disconnect him. I can't move, and unless you're planning to saw your own head off and wedge it into my old body, you're going to need me to replace him. We're at an impasse. So what do you say? You carry me up to him and put me back into my body, and I stop us from blowing up and let you go. Wow, you stabbed me. What is wrong with you? Hold on. Do you have a multimeter? Never mind. The gun must be part magnesium. It feels like I'm outputting an extra half a volt. Keep an eye on me. I'm going to do some scheming. Here I go. Whoa, where are we? How long have I been out? That extra half volt helps, but it isn't going to power miracles. If I think too hard, I'm going to fry this potato before we get a chance to burn up in the atomic fireball that little idiot is going to... Did anything happen while I was out?
The testing area is just up ahead. The quicker you get through, the quicker you'll get your $60.
Gone to...
Carolyn, are the compensation vouchers ready?
Yes,
Yes,
sir,
sir,
Mr.
Mr. Johnson. Why did I just... Who is that? What the hell is going on here? emotional outbursts require more than 1.6 volts. Now we know that. We just need to relax. We're still going to find out what the hell's going on here, but calmly. Those people in the portrait, they look so familiar.
Great job, astronaut, war hero, and/or Olympian. With your help, we're gonna change the world. This on? Hey, listen up down there. That thing's called an elevator, not a bathroom.
I swear I know him.
If you're interested in an additional $60, flag down a test associate and let them know. You could walk out of here with 120 weighing down your bindle if you let us take you apart, put some science stuff in you, then put you back together. Good as new. In case you're interested, there's still some positions available for that bonus opportunity I mentioned earlier. Again, all you gotta do is let us disassemble you. We're not banging rocks together here. We know how to put a man back together. So, that's a complete reassembly. New vitals, spit shine on the old ones, plus we're scooping out tumors. Frankly, you ought to be paying us. Thank you. I can't believe I'm thanking these people. For staggering your way through Aperture Science's propulsion gel testing, you've made some real contributions to society for a change, and for that, humanity is grateful. If you had any belongings, please pick them up now. We don't want old newspapers and sticks cluttering up the building. For many of you, I realize $60 is an unprecedented windfall, so don't go spending it all on, I don't know, Carolyn, what do these people buy? Tattered hats? Beard dirt?
Carolyn, why do I know this woman? Did I kill her? Or... Oh my God. Look, you're doing a great job. Can you handle things for yourself for a while? I need to think.
Welcome to the Enrichment Center. Since making test participation mandatory for all employees, the quality of our test subjects has risen dramatically. Employee retention, however, has not. As a result, you may have heard we're going to phase out human testing. There's still a few things left to wrap up, though. The bean counters told me we literally could not afford to buy $7 worth of moon rocks, much less 70 million. Bought them anyway, ground them up, mixed them into a gel. And guess what? Ground up moon rocks are pure poison. I am deathly ill. Still, it turns out they're a great portal conductor. So now, we're going to see if jumping in and out of these new portals can somehow leach the lunar poison out of a man's bloodstream. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Let's all stay positive and do some science. That said, I would really appreciate it if you could test as fast as possible. Carolyn, please bring me more pain pills.
Okay, I'm back. I recorded the other part with no... I forgot to plug in my mic for some reason. But it doesn't matter. That part was boring anyways. And it was easy anyways. So just do this, and then it will work. Okay, now. So, place the portal up here, and then down here. And go up here. Place the portal there, and then place one there, and then jump down.
Alright, I've been thinking. When life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Make life take the lemons
Well,
back.
what's in this
Get
door?
mad! I don't want your damn lemons! What am I supposed to do with these?
Take the lemons.
Demand to see Life's manager. Make Life rue the day it thought it could give Cave Johnson lemons. Do you know who I am? I'm the man who's gonna burn your house down with the lemons. I'm gonna get my engineers to invent a combustible lemon that burns
I
your
remember
house
this level.
down.
This is very far away.
He said what we're all thinking.
The point is, if we can store music on a compact disc, why can't we store a man's intelligence and personality on one? So I have the engineers figuring that out now. Brain
I actually got all the
artificial
way to the
intelligence.
top
We
with
should have
that
been working
portal.
on it 30 years ago.
That's
I will say
crazy.
this, and I'm going to say it on tape so everybody hears it 100 times a day. If I die before you people can pour me into a computer, I want Carolyn to run this place. Now she'll argue. She'll say she can't. She's modest like that, but you make her. Hell, put her in my computer. I don't care. All right, test's over.
And when are you supposed to go at this
You can head on back to your desk.
Goodbye, sir.
It's up here. Oh, I know what it is now. It's like one of those jump things. Like the momentum thing. Okay, so I get up here and do it again. Wait, I missed it. No. Okay, I found it. Okay, there we go. I think this has gone on for 2 hours now, this video. Okay, let's go through
I
here.
know things look bleak.
Oh, another
That crazy man
long
down
line.
there was right. Let's not take these lemons. We
It's
are going
very
to
close
march
until we
right
get to go
upstairs
back to
and
the
make
top.
him put me back in my body. And he'll probably kill us because he's
Whoa,
incredibly
what's wrong with
powerful
this
and I have
wall?
no plan.
It's like lagging or something.
I'm not going to lie to you. The
That's
odds are
crazy,
1,000,000 to
in
1,
the
and
top
that's with some
here.
generous rounding. Still though, let's get mad. If we're going to explode, let's at least explode with some dignity.
Okay, so we go this way. Oops. No. Oh, that's a window. That was like a place you can place a portal. I found out how to get there. Just like this. So if we do that, no. Oh, this is bad. No. Okay, so we're up to this part now. Okay, so we got up to this part. Okay, so first we gotta go like this. Wait, no, here it is. So first we gotta place it like this, and like that. And then we've got to use this one on here. And wait, no, we don't need to use that one. Okay, okay, so I think I've got it. Okay, ready? Oh wait, no, it's different. It's like this. And there we go. We'll get this way. Okay, so that's what we do. Now we have to do it again. Oh no. There we go. Oh, a bit higher. No, don't go that way. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Now we're nearly finished this part, it's very close. It goes in the air vent and it goes everywhere. There's more of this block there. And go through. Wow. Okay, I'll show you how to complete this part. Oh, whoops, I wasn't supposed to go on there. I need to go on something really high, but what am I supposed to go under? I think this one. So place the portal there, and place one down here. go
Wait,
to
I've
this
got an
one.
idea. That poster. Go look at it for a second, would you? Paradoxes. No AI can resist thinking about them. I know how we can beat him.
So with the gates, well the safe doors opening, so then we can get through to back to Aperture. And now all of the gel's gonna go to at the top. So now we're gonna have all the gel upstairs as well. And here comes the lift. Yes, we're gonna get out of this place.
If you can get me in front of him, I'll fry every circuit in that little idiot's head. As long as I don't listen to what I'm saying, I should be okay. Probably.
Here's the stairs to get up to the top.
Okay, so it's not the most watertight plan to go confront an omnipotent power-mad AI with. Still, it's a better plan than exploding.
Oh, look how clean that is. It's all clean. Whoa, they changed the background picture. Looks very cool. Okay, chapter 8. Whoa.
For God's sake, your boxes with legs. It's literally your only purpose. Walking onto buttons. How can you not do the one thing you're designed for?
Try to get us down there. I'll hit him with a paradox.
Warmer, warmer, boiling hot, Okay, colder, ice cold. You're Arctic now. You're very cold, very, very, very cold. Look, just get on the button. Oh, that's funny, is it? Oh, it's funny because we've been at this for 12 hours and you haven't solved it either. So I don't know why you're laughing. You've got 1 hour. Solve it.
Solve his puzzle for him. When he comes back, I'll hit him with a paradox.
Ah, yes. I knew you'd solve it.
Hey, you're on.
Oh. Hello?
All right, paradox time. This sentence is false. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Don't think
True.
Don't think about it.
I'll go true. Yeah, that was easy. I'll be honest, I might have heard that one before though, sort of cheating.
It's a paradox. There is no answer. Look, this place is going to blow up if I don't get back in my body.
False. I'll go false.
Explosion imminent. Evacuate the
Hold
facility
on. I
immediately.
thought I'd fix that.
Warning. Reactor core is at
Oh.
critical.
There, fixed.
What did he
hey,
do?
It is great seeing you guys again. Seriously. It turns out I'm a little bit short on test subjects right now, so this works out perfect. And off we go.
Look what he did to the cubes.
You have no idea what it's like in this body. I have to test all the time, or I get this itch. You know, it must be hardwired into the system or something. Oh, but I tell you, when I do test, oh man alive, nothing
this
feels
is a
better.
really
It's
slow
just
elevator.
that's what I've got to test. That's what I've got to test.
This is so fun.
So
this
you're
part.
gonna test, and I'm gonna watch.
I just think it's so
Everything
funny.
is gonna be just.
Warning. Core overheating. Nuclear meltdown imminent.
I think we're in trouble.
Why did he call it
Designed this
test?
test myself. It's a little bit difficult. Oh, yes. Oh, well done. Oh, that's tremendous.